In Management Matters, POGO and the Center for Effective Government. This week, the Project on Government Oversight announced after 33 years of independent operation, CEG would be no more. It will fold most of its work and mission into POGO, a nonpartisan watchdog for good government. Joining me with more is Sean Moulton, POGO's Open Government Program Manager. Sean, you led the open government effort at CEG for 13 years. Give us some background on the acquisition of POGO. What happened? Why did it come about?
Well, it came about rather suddenly. The Center for Effective Government had been operating for a long time, doing a lot of similar work to the Project on Government Oversight, but more recently had encountered some difficulties. And when the board took a hard look at the path forward, they made the decision that it made more sense to fold into another organization and take the remaining resources and really put them towards the work that CEG had been doing, save on all the administrative overhead and all of that. So this merger really came about with these two colleague organizations.
All right, so tell me how this will impact POGO, and will it change the types of open government projects that you pursue?
It'll have a big impact on the Project of Government Oversight. POGO's very excited to take up some work that for a long time they had let CEG really take the lead on. They were colleague organizations. It was a collaborative kind of relationship. So now they're very excited to take on things like regulatory reform and how agencies are taking action, OMB and its involvement, as how rules are made, and really to look at influence and money, not just in elections, but throughout governing process.
Sean, you're also working on a blueprint that the next president can use to build a more open and accountable administration. There's a lot of buzz around transition initiatives, and it's crunch time. In fact, just last week, President Obama signed into law a bill that's designed to improve that process. Give us some background on the Edward Ted Kaufman and Michael Levitt Presidential Transitions Improvements Act of 2015.
It's really a great bill, and we're very excited that it passed and got signed into law. It's a recognition of the enormous challenge presidential transition is. I mean, the federal government is one of the biggest and most complex organizations in the world. And for someone to go from campaigning full-time to suddenly taking over that kind of an organization, that kind of scope, takes a lot of prep work. And not just prep work by the campaigns, but prep work by the outgoing administration. And that's really what this bill recognizes. It says, we need months of time to make sure that the campaigns and their people are up to speed on what the agencies are doing, problems that they're going to face, projects that are underway, where they stand. And so we're really excited that this will make a more seamless transition for the next administration. All
right, all makes sense. So what's the next step in that process? Where does transition go from here?
So one of the big things that's going to happen is 6 months, maybe even sooner, but 6 months before the election, they're going to put together a council, a transition council. The White House will put that together, and the remaining candidates will have members on that council, and so it will really start to open up those gates of communication so that everyone's on the same page. That that both main candidates are talking to the administration, getting briefings, asking questions, so that they can prepare to take over whoever gets the win.
There's a lot happening in these next few months. Sean Moulton, Open Government Program Manager at the Project on Government Oversight. Thanks, Sean.
Thank you, Morris.